The 2020 presidential election was one of the most contentious and polarizing moments in recent American history. Even years later, the question still looms large. Did Democrats steal the 2020 election? It's a claim that's fueled countless debates, sparked protests, and even led to violent confrontations. But what's the truth behind this narrative? Let's dig into the facts and find out what really happened. The facts in this video are sourced from three key sources: CNN, AP News, and The Hill. Together, these sources will help us sift through the claims, the evidence, and the controversies surrounding the 2020 election. First, let's set the stage. The 2020 election was held in the midst of a global pandemic, with unprecedented levels of mail-in voting and intense political division. This environment was ripe for controversy, and it didn't take long for accusations of fraud to surface, especially from supporters of then-President Donald Trump. According to an August 2023 CNN poll, a significant portion of Republicans still believe that the 2020 election was illegitimate. But why does this belief persist, and what's the evidence to support or refute these claims? One of the claims of those who believe the election was stolen is that widespread voter fraud occurred, tipping the scales in favor of Joe Biden. However, this narrative has been challenged by numerous investigations, court rulings, and election audits. As reported by AP News in a July 2024 fact check, extensive reviews of the election process found no evidence of widespread voter fraud. Despite numerous lawsuits filed by Trump's legal team, many of which were dismissed due to lack of evidence, the claim that the election was stolen has continued to circulate. The states most hotly contested in these claims were battlegrounds like Pennsylvania, Georgia, and Arizona. But in each of these states, recounts and audits reaffirmed the initial results. So why do so many people still believe in the stolen election narrative? Part of the reason lies in the power of repetition. As The Hill explains in a January 2024 article, the constant repetition of claims about a stolen election by influential figures has cemented this belief in the minds of many. Even though voter data experts and election officials have debunked these claims, the narrative has taken on a life of its own. This brings us to the heart of the controversy. While it's true that every election has irregularities, such as clerical errors or isolated instances of fraud, there's no evidence that these issues were widespread enough to alter the outcome of the 2020 election. But the impact of these claims has been profound, eroding trust in the electoral system and dividing the country even further. So what's the takeaway here? Despite the intense rhetoric and the lingering belief among many that the election was stolen, the facts tell a different story. Multiple investigations, audits, and court rulings have found no significant evidence to support the claim that Democrats stole the 2020 election. We started with the question, did Democrats steal the 2020 election? After digging through the evidence, the answer is clear. This claim is more myth than reality. The 2020 election, while contentious and highly scrutinized, was not stolen. Thanks for watching and learning with an open mind. At the end of the day, we can get to the truth by looking beyond the headlines, memes, and social media misinformation. Here at Sauced Facts, my goal is to dish out the real story with a side of clarity. As always, you can find all the sauces mentioned in this video down in the description. Remember to stay informed and stay curious. I'll see you next time.